Hello everybody, this is Peter Beckenham and welcome to today's video. The topic for today, are you selling to the right people? Let me put this bluntly to you, all right? Do you know who your target audience is? Do you really know who they are? I would suggest perhaps some people watching this video are not 100% sure who their target audience really is. What do they really want? What are they looking for? In other words, what I'm challenging you is, are you talking to the right people? Now, before I start that, I want you to look at this. This is the old school teacher coming out of me, so excuse me, but I'm hoping you'll find this helpful. Have a read of this. Have a read of it, because I'm going to ask you one question, okay? Finished files are the result of years of scientific study combined with the experience of many years. All right? Okay. Just check it there. Finish reading? Right. What I want you to do is tell me how many F's, how many letter F's do you see in that sentence? How many letter F's do you see? Okay, how many letter F's? Finished files are the result of years of scientific study combined with the experience of many years. How many F's? Right, sorry about the old school teacher. Now, I'm wondering if anyone could find 3 F's in that sentence. Okay, 3 F's. Perhaps if you could, great. Maybe some people could find 4, or perhaps even someone could find 5. But most people only find 3. But in fact, I want to tell you something. In this sentence, okay, there are 6 F's. Finished files are the result of years of scientific study combined with the experience of many years. If you've missed out on 3 F's, think of a 2-letter word that ends in F. We often overlook it, right? Of, OF. That's where maybe the other 3 F's come from that you missed. Now, what the heck am I telling you all that for? It's because many times you will overlook things when you are talking to people and when you are conversing with people. And this is the message I want to give you today, okay? It's very important that you not only know who the heck your target audience is, but don't assume anything. Maybe some of you assumed that there are only 3 F's in that sentence, right? Be careful, be prepared, check things out, okay? My name is Peter Beckenham, the Village Marketer, and as always, talking to you from my little Thai village, way up near the Cambodian border. All right, I want to share some things that you may not be aware of, because I can tell you, you've got to think about who in the heck are you trying to sell your stuff to right now? And are they really the right people that you're trying to sell it to? Because if you are not getting the sales that you expected, do not blame what you're offering, okay? Do not blame that at all. There's probably nothing wrong with your product or your service or whatever it may be, okay? It may be the very fact that you're talking to the wrong people. And that's why I challenge you right at the beginning of this video. Do you know really who your target market is, and are they the people you're talking to? Here's some statistics for you. And if you've got a chance, I would suggest you to write these down, okay? First of all, at any time in your marketplace, at any time, just 3% of the people in your marketplace are looking and keen to buy what you've got. Just 3. So for every 100 people you're talking to, you should expect and anticipate a maximum of only 3 people who are hot to trot right now to buy your stuff. 3%, right? There's another 7% who would be open to what you've got to offer, but right now they're not looking for it. So they need to be, okay, brought to their attention. So 3% are hot to trot and want what you want. 7% would be interested in buying, but they don't even know, okay, because they're not looking for it. 30% feel that right now they're not interested, but they could be in the future, right? 30%. 30% would be interested, but they're not even thinking about it at all right now. okay? And 30% would never do business with you in any way, shape or form because of the cut of your jib, because of whatever. They don't like doing business with you, all right? That is basically the statistics for, and this is the general thing, for most people. 3% are hot to trot right now. 7%, okay, are open, but they're not looking for what you've got. 30% are not thinking about it, but they would be interested if you brought it to their attention. 30% are not interested just right now, but they could be in the future. And 30% would never buy from you. Now, why am I suggesting those statistics to you? It's very important. I want you to be clear about something. Most marketers simply focus on the top 3%. Now, that's like, I mean, there's a marketer, Dan Locke. Dan Locke calls that fishing with one hook, okay? In other words, you're just fishing for the 3%. And that's why you never get too big a catch, right? Smart marketers don't use one hook, they use several hooks, okay, linking to different parts. Serious marketers don't use hooks at all. They use a net, okay? They use a net. And I'm just using this analogy. And the most successful marketers, right, they don't use hooks or a net. They just throw a stick of dynamite in there, right, and blow the fish out of the water and pick the ones that they want. And it comes to them. I mean, I'm making fun of it, to be quite frank with you. My point is this, that the marketing messages you should have for each market segment of that 30, 30, 37 and 10 has to be different because they're not all the same. They all think differently. And I'll bring it down to something else for you. There are basically 4 types of buyers that you are facing, okay? One, economic buyers. That's putting a very polite term on it, right? These are people who are looking at the price. That's what it is, right? They're looking at the price and the total cost that your offer will be to them over time. That's their number one consideration, price. Now, I'm not talking about overcoming objections here. I'm just talking about the manner of people, okay? The second type of potential buyer would be the technical buyer. These are people who look at the specifications and the compatibility of whatever you're offering, okay? Will it integrate into their current situation? And you need to be prepared to explain some technical support to them, right? The third thing are the user-friendly ones. I'll put my hand up on one of those, right? User-friendly. In other words, is it easy to use? Will it take me long to learn how to do it? That's what always scares me when I look at new software. I'm thinking, oh, is there an easy way to do this? Okay, so user-friendly buyers are another type of buyer. And again, you have to treat them and message them and market to them differently. And finally, executive buyers. Now, these are people, how would you say this? These are people who look at the other 3 types of buyers and see what they say and think, and then they make an executive decision based on what they hear. Or maybe they're looking from a 30,000 foot view and they're wanting to know what impact your offer, your service, your product, whatever it is you're selling, what offer would have on them in terms of their sales potential, in terms of their market share, in terms of their bottom line expenses and things like that, okay? So really what I'm saying to you is this. When you are talking to people in a sales conversation, be aware that you are talking to 4 different types of potential buyers, right? They could be, and you need to work out which one they are in a sales conversation. There's no point in talking technical stuff to someone like me, okay? Because I'm a user-friendly buyer. You need to be able to work that out, okay? Secondly, you also need to know what segment of the market are they in. Are they in the 3% at the top? Because if they are, they're ready to go now. They want to buy. Don't spend another 30 minutes explaining to them why they need to buy because they want to buy. And if you spend 30 minutes trying to tell them why they should buy, they'll lose interest. So you need to be also aware of who in the heck you're talking to as well as the type of buyer, all right? This is very, very important. And the last thing I'd ask you to do is this. I want you to think this through very carefully. There's a Chinese proverb that says, paper can't wrap up a fire. Paper can't wrap up a fire, which means you can't assume that everyone is going to react in the same way to your sales conversations, to your messages, to your marketing, okay? Because paper can't wrap up a fire, okay? So you need to get very clear about who your target audience is. And you need to be even clearer about what you do who you serve, who you help, and what you can do for them. And I'll give you one last thought. If you've got a pen, just jot this down as well. This can be the basis of your personalized introduction, or what you could call, if you wanted to, you could call it your elevator pitch, right? And it's this: I help, that's whatever your ideal client is. I help ideal client get a desired benefit with your system, your offer, whatever it is, so that their desired future. Give you an example. I help new mums get back in shape with healthy eating habits so they can feel sexy again, okay? Or I help consultants get more clients from Facebook so that you can have a constant flow of clients. So you need to come up with your little pitch in one sentence, so you're clear what you're offering, and at the same time be clear who you're offering that to. That's the message I'm really trying to give you, because if you're missing out on sales right now, then those two elements are what's missing in your marketing. I can assure you of that. Now, to help you, I'm finishing here. To help you, my call to action is this: if you like, no compulsion here, and it's free, but if you're interested in this, I have a PDF that's called Your Ideal Customer Guide. Your Ideal Customer Guide. And within that, there's some other things that'll help you as well. If you're interested, send me a personal message. Don't leave me a comment here, okay? Whether you're watching this on Facebook Live or on LinkedIn or on YouTube or wherever. Send me a message saying Your Ideal Customer Guide, please, Peter, and I'll make sure I get it to you, all right? All right, well, I hope you got some benefit from that, and if you did, please leave me a comment, leave me a share. Thanks for the loves, okay? And as always, many blessings from Thailand. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.